Computer drivers have become such an integral part of our lives that sometimes it's easy to forget that they're just machines at the end of the day. A lot of these things need to go right in order to function properly, and one of those things are computer drivers. So let's take a look at exactly what a computer driver does. Why do we need to install computer drivers for some things while for everything else it just works on its own? And finally, do you need to update your computer driver when prompted? Hello everyone, my name's Mike, and here at SABRENT we love to make and talk tech. So if that's what you're into, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can stay updated with all our future videos. Computer drivers are special computer programs that act as a middleman between all of the hardware and operating system and software applications on your computer. They are essentially translators between all the hardware, including any extra accessories that you might have attached to your computer like a mouse, speakers, keyboard, etc., and the software running on your computer. Without computer drivers, the hardware wouldn't know what to do and when to do it, and the software inside your PC wouldn't know who to ask and what to ask to perform any task. This is why computer drivers are a critical part of your PC, and when they go wrong, it can be a huge pain. Without computer drivers, your computer's hardware and software just wouldn't function properly. Computer drivers, sometimes also known as device drivers or just drivers in general, are a set of special files that tell a piece of computer hardware exactly how to function. They do this by communicating with the computer's operating system and then instructing the hardware exactly what to do. Computer drivers are very low-level computer programs, meaning that they are close to the code language that these machines can understand. This is by design so that the computer drivers can communicate with the hardware as quickly as possible. All pieces of hardware on your computer have a driver running behind them, telling it exactly what to do. Everything from your internal components like your graphics card, your internet adapter, or even your laptop's display has an accompanying driver that is running the show. So now that we've established a basic understanding of what computer drivers are, there are a few other lingering questions most people have about computer drivers. Why is it sometimes that you need to install a computer driver for some things to work while other times they just work on their own without having to install anything? Well, the answer's a little bit complicated. There could be a variety of things happening in the background when you plug in your hardware. Most modern Windows and macOS computers now automatically install computer drivers whenever a new device is plugged in, and for hardware components that ship with your computer, for example, those drivers are normally installed right out of the box. If you are interested in seeing what drivers are installed on a Windows PC, Windows makes it actually pretty simple with Device Manager. Just go to your search bar and search for Device Manager and then click on Device Manager. Here you will see all of the hardware devices connected to your PC, and you can check your hardware drivers from there. macOS doesn't really have an equivalent Device Manager because all of it is just device managing itself. Some devices are plug and play, meaning that they use the operating system's built-in drivers rather than requiring a custom driver for compatibility. This makes it far easier to use some devices than others. Now, you can still update drivers through Windows if there are any new versions, but it's meant to just take the management of that device out of your hands. Also, some devices need special custom drivers because, well, they require a special backend that needs to interface with that operating system, and that is the only way that it's going to work because the built-in drivers of Windows or macOS just isn't going to work with that device. But again, at the end of the day, a computer is a machine and things can go wrong. Let's say you connect up a nice pair of headphones to your computer and they're not working. It could be because Windows may not have either the driver or updated drivers for your computer's audio card. So you would have to go into the manufacturer's website to install the correct drivers to get the device working properly. This is why sometimes you need to install a driver and other times you don't. And that's why some devices work and some devices don't. Another question that a lot of people ask themselves is there really any need to update a driver if the device just works fine? Well, it is a good idea to update your drivers whenever possible because driver updates can provide a good range of benefits, including bug fixes and glitches with the device, and providing even some security patches to make sure that those pesky hackers don't get into your system. After all, updates are made with the benefit of the end user in mind. However, sometimes an update driver can have issues, so sometimes reverting to a known working driver might be necessary until the manufacturer comes up with a fix for that driver. Anyway, I really hope that I've answered some of your questions on what computer drivers are and whether you need them. But that's it for today's video. If you found this video interesting, then make sure to smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can stay updated with more content like this. Anyway, look after yourselves and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.